Okay, so today
Yeah.
we are diving into the world of skincare. We're going to be like skincare detectives. We're going to be unpacking Forever's replenishing skin oil. One of those products that promises like the sun and the moon. Well, this one claims to fight environmental damage, restore moisture, and get this, it says it's good for all skin types. We're talking bold claims, right?
Yeah, you got to be a little skeptical.
Right. But before we like completely roll our eyes, we're actually going behind the scenes with this one. We got the product manuals, FAQs, even dug up some of their marketing materials.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ready to break it all down.
I love it. Let's do it. It's smart to be curious, especially with skincare because, ingredients are key. And and you're right that good for all skin types claim always kind of raises an eyebrow, doesn't it? What I find interesting about this oil is it's actually like a revamped version of their old Alfie factor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, a glow up for the product itself.
Yeah.
I like it.
What change?
Besides the name, of course. Replenishing skin oil definitely has a better ring to it, I got to say. And don't even get me started on that new glass bottle with the dropper so sleek.
Right. Well, the bottle upgrade is actually tied to the bigger changes. So they had to comply with EU regulations, which meant saying goodbye to cyclopentasiloxane. It's a type of silicone that's in a lot of products, but it got flagged over there in the EU. So this forced them to go back to the drawing board, which led to, a complete Formula A and D packaging overhaul.
Wow.
Yeah.
So sometimes regulations spark like unexpected innovation. I like it. But since we're all about transparency here, let's talk about this new formula. What's the secret sauce they're using now?
Okay, so the real heavy hitters here are vitamin E, retinol palmitate, and borage seed oil.
Oh, okay.
So let's start with vitamin E. Now, most people know it's an antioxidant, but what does that actually mean for your skin, right?
Hmm.
Like, what is that? So imagine these tiny little troublemakers called free radicals, and they're caused by, pollution, UV rays, all that stuff.
Everyday things.
Exactly. And they're like these little wrecking balls to your skin cells, right?
Yeah.
Causing damage and aging. So vitamin E, it steps in. It's like the superhero, neutralizing those free radicals and preventing further harm, like a shield against the daily assault on your skin.
Okay, that is way cooler than just saying like vitamin E is good for you. I'm already picturing myself as a superhero, like yeah, fighting off free radicals with my skincare routine.
I love it. Exactly. And here's the bonus round with vitamin E. It's not just about protection, it's also known to give you that radiant, healthy glow.
Okay.
So you're fighting damage and boosting your skin's natural luminosity.
Okay, I'm sold. It's like a 2-for-1 deal for your skin.
Okay.
Protection and a radiant glow, what's not to love? Now tell me more about this retinol palmitate. There's another ingredient that sounds intriguing.
Yes. This one's kind of an overachiever, too. So retinol palmitate is actually a form of vitamin A, which is like the rock star, in the anti-aging world. So not only are you protecting your skin from future damage, but you're also potentially minimizing the appearance of, fine lines, wrinkles, all those signs of aging. Think of it as a way to help your skin age gracefully.
It's like turning back the clock on those late nights and long days, I'll take it.
Exactly. Exactly. And that brings us to like the real star of the show, especially for those with dry or sensitive skin, borage seed oil.
Okay, this is the one I've been waiting for. Borage seed oil. It just sounds so exotic. Break it down for us.
I know, right? That's very fancy. So this oil is packed with something called gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA for short.
Okay.
It's an essential fatty acid, which, sounds kind of complicated, but think of it as like a building block for healthy skin cells.
Okay.
And what do healthy skin cells do?
What do they do?
They retain moisture, like nobody's business.
I like it.
So that means a plumper, more hydrated, and overall healthier complexion, especially for those who, tend to be on the drier side. It's like giving your skin a tall glass of water from the inside out.
That makes so much sense. My skin is always so thirsty, especially in the winter months. So with this oil, I'm essentially strengthening my skin's barrier and locking in that much needed moisture.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Exactly. And because it strengthens that barrier, it's also incredibly helpful for sensitive skin, too. So it's like giving your skin this extra layer of armor against all those environmental irritants that can cause redness and inflammation.
This is reminding me of that EU regulation that we talked about earlier. They removed one ingredient, but it forced the company to create something even better for your skin. Who knew that regulations could lead to skincare breakthroughs? This is getting good, but we're only just, scratching the surface. We'll be right back after this break. All right, so we are back and ready to dive even deeper into Forever's replenishing skin oil. Before the break, we were just getting our minds blown by these ingredients. Vitamin E, retinol palmitate, borage seed oil. Talk about powerhouse trio, right?
Right. It's amazing.
But I'm curious, with all these like amazing benefits, is this oil like a standalone hero product? Or does it like play well with others?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend who might have a 10-step skincare routine.
Yeah, that's a great question. And it speaks to the versatility of this product, right? One thing that they emphasize in the materials is that a little goes a long way,
Oh, okay.
which I always appreciate, right? You don't need to slather it on to reap the benefits. They actually suggest using it in a few different ways. You can apply it solo after cleansing, like just for a simple hydration boost, or you can kind of incorporate it into a more elaborate routine.
Ooh, options. I like it.
Yeah.
So how would someone actually work it into their routine, say with other Forever products?
So they specifically mentioned pairing it with their aloe activator, which is, like a toner. You'd put that on before the oil. It creates a nice hydrated base for the oil to really lock in moisture. They also mentioned that it plays well with their other moisturizers. So,
Mm.
you can layer it on top for an extra dose of hydration and protection, especially like during the harsh winter months that we were talking about.
Right, right. Okay, that makes sense. Layering like a pro.
Mm.
It sounds like they've really thought about how this product can fit, seamlessly into different people's routines, which again brings us back to that good for all skin types claim.
Mm.
Do you think that claim holds up based on, what we've learned about the ingredients?
It's a tricky claim, right?
Yeah.
Because, while these ingredients are generally considered safe and beneficial for, a wide range of skin types, at the end of the day, like everyone's skin is unique, right?
Right.
What works wonders for one person might not be the best fit for another. That's why I always recommend doing a patch test before you like fully incorporate a new product into your routine,
Oh, for sure.
especially if you have sensitive skin or you know that you're prone to reacting to certain ingredients.
That's such a good reminder. I'm like
Yeah.
so guilty of getting caught up in the excitement of a new product,
Mm-hmm.
and I totally forget to do a patch test.
Yeah, and
Better safe than sorry, right?
absolutely, 100%. And if you're ever unsure or you have any concerns, like consulting with a dermatologist is always a good idea.
Right.
They can give you, personalized recommendations based on your specific skin type and your concerns.
Right, right. Expert advice for the win. So we've talked about the ingredients, the benefits, how to use it, but now I kind of want to get into like the nitty gritty
Oh.
of these marketing materials that we dug up. They're really pushing this idea of the replenishing skin oil as a way to combat environmental damage. So I'm curious, what's the science behind that? Is it just marketing hype, or is there like something more to it?
You hit the nail on the head. It's easy to dismiss it as hype, but there's actually a growing body of scientific evidence
Mm.
that's highlighting the negative impact of environmental stressors on our skin.
Really?
Yeah. So think about it this way. Our skin is the largest organ in our body, and it's constantly exposed to the elements, right?
Right.
Pollution, UV radiation, extreme temperatures, all of those things. And these environmental factors can really like wreak havoc on our skin, leading to, premature aging, dryness, inflammation. They can even increase the risk of certain skin conditions.
Wow. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's not just about wrinkles. It's about like the overall health and resilience of your skin.
Well, right. It's deeper than that. It makes you
Mhm.
realize how important it is to like protect your skin from the environment, just like you would protect yourself from like the sun or cold weather.
100%, yeah. And that's where products like Forever's replenishing skin oil come in. They're formulated with, antioxidants like vitamin E and retinol palmitate to neutralize those harmful free radicals that we talked about earlier, essentially acting as like a shield against environmental damage.
It's like giving your skin its own like personal bodyguard against the elements.
Exactly, 100%. And the borage seed oil with its essential fatty acids, it helps to strengthen your skin's natural barrier,
Mm.
making it more resilient to those external aggressors.
Right. It's like building up that force field. This is all starting to make sense now. It's not like just about vanity. It's about like
Yeah.
protecting your skin's health for the long haul.
Yes,
Like getting serious investment in my future vibes from this oil.
Love it. Yeah.
It's about taking like a proactive approach to skincare and understanding that what you do today can have a significant impact on the health and appearance of your skin years down the line.
Right. Right. Think ahead, plan ahead. This has been eye-opening, to say the least. We've gone from like intrigued to convinced, and I'm ready to like slather myself in this oil.
But, before we get ahead of ourselves, we have a lot more to discuss about Forever's replenishing skin oil, so stay with us.
Okay, so we are back and ready for the grand finale of our deep dive on Forever's replenishing skin oil.
Before we went to break, we were talking about, how environmental damage, it's not just marketing jargon, it's like a real thing that affects our skin.
It really is.
But I'm curious, from all the materials that we've looked at, what would you say is like the biggest misconception people have about this product?
Hmm, that's a good question. I think one misconception is that oils are only for dry skin types.
Oh, yeah.
And while it's true that like borage seed oil is, super hydrating, this particular formula is actually very lightweight and it absorbs really quickly, which makes it,
Mhm.
suitable for a wider variety of skin types, even, people who are prone to oiliness.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that's a really good point. I used to be like so scared of oils because I have, combination skin. But it sounds like this one kind of strikes that perfect balance
Yeah.
of hydration without like clogging your pores.
No, exactly. And that goes back to what we were saying earlier about like a little goes a long way with this product. You
Mm.
don't need to. Like
Yeah.
drench your skin in it. A few drops is really all you need.
Okay. That makes me feel a lot better about like trying it out. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price tag. This oil isn't like the cheapest option on the market.
Right.
So for someone who might be like a little hesitant to splurge, what would you say makes it worth the investment?
Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair. Skincare is an investment, and you want to be mindful of your budget, of course.
Right.
I think what I really appreciate about this product is its like multitasking abilities.
Okay.
It's not just a moisturizer. It's an antioxidant powerhouse. It's a skin barrier strengthener. It's like a protective shield against environmental damage all in one.
Mm.
So you're essentially getting like multiple benefits from a single product, which can actually simplify your routine and potentially save you money in the long run, you know?
That's a great way to look at it. It's like getting a whole like skincare arsenal in one bottle.
Exactly.
That's a good way to put it.
And I think when you factor in the quality of the ingredients and the research that goes into, formulating these products, it definitely makes the price tag a little easier to kind of swallow.
Right. I hear you. Yeah. Quality over quantity, always. All right. So we've covered a lot of ground today. We explored the ingredients. We dissected the marketing claims. We even debunked a few myths along the way.
We did.
But if there's one key takeaway, just one thing that you want our listeners to remember about Forever's replenishing skin oil, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. I think, the most important takeaway is that this product represents like a shift in how we approach skincare, right?
Okay.
It's not just about, addressing existing issues, but it's about proactively protecting our skin from the environment and giving it the tools it needs to like thrive,
Yeah,
for years to come.
I love that. Preventative skincare for the win. It's like they always say, right? In-house prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, there you have it, everyone. Our deep dive on Forever's replenishing skin oil. Hopefully you've surfaced, with a newfound appreciation for the power of antioxidants, the importance of a strong skin barrier, and maybe even a little glow of your own. Until next time, stay curious and keep taking care of your amazing skin